How to become more creative as a web developer. Many developers believe creativity is something you either have or you don't. They see talented designers and think, wow, that's pure talent. I could never do that. But here's the reality. No one is born a creative genius. Creativity, just like coding, is a skill. And skills are built through deliberate practice, consistent effort, and constructive feedback. In ancient Greece, people believed that artists were inspired by mystical goddesses called muses. And even today, with all we know about how the brain works, many still cling to the idea that creativity is some magical gift. But that's simply not true. I've spoken with many web developers, especially freelancers, who want to unlock creativity, as if there's a hidden trick. They ask, what's your secret? Were you born artistic? Did your music background help? Sure, my background shaped me. But I also know plenty of musicians who can compose beautiful songs but can't design their way out of a box. So what's the real secret? It's not glamorous. It's not mystical. Do the work. If you want to become more creative as a web developer, you need to approach design the same way you approached learning to code. Study, practice, fail, get feedback, and try again. No hacks, no 6-step magic formulas, just time and effort. Here's how to start. 1. Start designing, even if it's bad. The fastest way to build creativity is simple. Create. Your first designs won't be great. That's okay. Think back to when you first wrote code. You didn't build a flawless app on day one. Design works the same way. Make something. Anything. Keep going. Over time, you'll look back and cringe at your early work, but that's a good sign. It means you've improved. Great design comes after you've been willing to produce bad design for a while. 2. Surround yourself with great design. Creativity doesn't come out of thin air. It comes from exposure. Browse sites like Dribbble, Behance, and Mozilla. Save anything that inspires you. I keep a Pinterest board full of designs that spark my interest, and I revisit it whenever I start a new project. Don't feel like you're stealing. Even the most original ideas are built on existing ones. As the writer T.S. Eliot famously said, mature poets steal. The more high-quality design you consume, the more ideas you'll have to pull from when creating your own work. 3. Seek feedback and apply it. Practicing alone isn't enough. You need feedback from others to grow. Malcolm Gladwell popularized the 10,000-hour rule in Outliers, but the truth from Anders Ericsson's research is that hours alone don't make you a pro. You need guided practice, feedback, and adjustments to truly improve. Find designers who are slightly ahead of you. Post your work in communities like Reddit's Design Critique or UI Design. And don't just collect feedback, act on it. That's where growth happens. 4. Explore other creative outlets. Sometimes the best way to boost your design creativity is to step away from design. Draw, write, play music, sculpt clay. Neuroscience research shows that practicing any creative skill strengthens pathways in your brain that make creativity easier in other areas. When I worked on a creative team at my church, our leader would bring clay to meetings for us to mold while brainstorming. It may sound silly, but it primed our minds to think more creatively, do something artistic outside of coding, and watch your design ideas flow more easily. 5. Dig for the source of inspiration. Every design trend starts somewhere. Instead of just copying the latest website style, trace it back to its roots. Some of my best work came from studying original artists like Cristiana Cusero, not just other web designers. Find who inspires the designs you love and learn from them. The deeper you dig, the more unique your work will become. Final thoughts. Creativity isn't magic, it's a skill you can build. If you want to become more creative as a web developer, make things, study great design, seek feedback, explore other creative outlets, and trace the origins of the styles you love. It won't happen overnight. But if you put in the work, your creativity will grow. Just like your coding skills did.